In a serene village surrounded by emerald green fields and gently flowing rivers, there lived a beautiful young woman named Omalitsha. Her beauty was the talk of the village. Her eyes sparkled like the clear night sky, her hair cascaded in waves down her back, and her smile was as warm and inviting as the morning sun. But it was her kind heart and adventurous spirit that truly set her apart. Omalitsha had always been curious about the world beyond her village. She had heard countless stories from travelers and traders about the bustling towns and cities, where the air was filled with the sounds of laughter, chatter, and the clattering of horse-drawn carriages. Her imagination painted vivid pictures of these far-off places, and she longed to see them with her own eyes. One crisp morning, her wish came true. Her uncle, who lived in the town of Lendale, invited her to visit. He had often come to the village to trade goods and had promised Omalitsha that one day he would take her to see the wonders of the town. Excitement bubbled within her as she packed her belongings and bid farewell to her family and friends, who wished her well on her journey. As the sun rose, Omalitsha and her uncle set off on their journey. The path to Lendale was winding and long, but Omalitsha's anticipation made the journey seem shorter. When they finally arrived, she was awestruck by the sight before her. The town was a kaleidoscope of colors and sounds, bustling with life and energy. The streets were lined with shops and stalls, each one more vibrant than the last. People moved in a constant flow, their voices blending into a harmonious symphony. Omalitsha's eyes widened as she took in the sights. There were buildings taller than any tree in her village, their windows glistening in the sunlight. The aroma of freshly baked bread and roasting meats filled the air, making her mouth water. She watched as a group of children ran past, laughing and playing, and her heart swelled with joy at the sheer liveliness of it all. Her uncle led her through the streets, pointing out various landmarks and explaining their significance. They visited the grand market, where merchants from distant lands sold exotic spices, colorful fabrics, and intricate jewelry. Omalitsha marveled at the array of goods, her fingers brushing over silks as soft as a whisper and necklaces that sparkled like the stars. They stopped at a small cafe, where her uncle introduced her to a local delicacy called pastry twist, sweet and flaky, filled with honey and nuts. Omalitsha savored each bite, the flavors dancing on her tongue, unlike anything she had ever tasted before. As the day turned to evening, Omalitsha and her uncle made their way to the town square, where a lively festival was taking place. Lanterns hung from trees and poles, casting a warm glow over the gathering crowd. Musicians played cheerful tunes on their instruments, and dancers twirled and swayed to the rhythm. Omalitsha's feet tapped in time with the music, and soon she found herself joining in, her heart light and free. Her laughter rang out as she danced, her movements mirroring the grace and joy she felt within. People around her cheered and clapped, welcoming her into their celebration. It was a moment of pure bliss, a memory she knew she would cherish forever. As the night drew to a close, Omalitsha and her uncle made their way back to his home. Exhausted but exhilarated, she lay in bed, her mind replaying the day's events. She realized that while the town was filled with wonders, it was the warmth and kindness of the people that had made her experience truly magical. The next morning, as she prepared to return to her village, Omalitsha felt a sense of fulfillment. She had seen the world beyond her home and found it to be even more enchanting than she had imagined. With a heart full of gratitude and a mind brimming with stories, she knew she would share her adventures with her village, inspiring others to embrace their own journeys. And so, Omalitsha returned to her village, her spirit forever enriched by her time in town. She became a storyteller, recounting her experiences with vivid detail, her eyes lighting up as she spoke of the bustling streets, the vibrant market, and the joyous festival. Her tales inspired many to explore beyond their familiar surroundings, to seek out new experiences and embrace the beauty of the world. Omalitsha's story spread far and wide, a testament to the power of curiosity, adventure, and the magic of discovering new places. And in the heart of our village, she continued to live with a sense of wonder, always looking forward to the next adventure that awaited her.